America, becoming first members of this very new and very successful and a potential cluster, but also sector with full of growth uncertainty and immense strength. About to keep discussed, my team has established and preparing a speech for me in court at the event, but every time we have an event that has the F&B sector present, I always feel like I'm amongst strength. We've been working together through the UAE Food Cluster for just short of 2 years now. And I think, just to reiterate what Wartella said, it's been a miraculous couple of years. Specifically this past year, 2025, actually from the end of 2024 to this day, so it's over a year of us working through the food cluster. There have been so many achievements, and I really do look forward to many more. This sector, I don't need to keep hitting on the same note of how strategic it is, how vital it is, not just economically, but also from a food security standpoint. It's one of the largest sectors in the UAE, economically speaking, but also one of the most strategic and one of the highest priorities for us as representatives of government. But I think the main message I would like to communicate to all of you today is the importance of looking beyond these platforms that we've been so successful in building, be it the F&B Association or different groups within the F&B sector, or even the UAE Food Cluster. How can we move beyond that to activate joint projects by companies and pioneers such as yourself? In the past 50 plus years of the UAE's existence, I think you've been very successful in creating many economically viable, big contributors for our national economy, including that to retail. But now what we really want to do is, through the different pioneering members of this esteemed sector, how can we maximize and accelerate the growth in the sector even further by working directly together on projects that we would really like to see on the ground. I think probably the game-changing approach of the UAE Food Cluster has been in the fact that we finally recognized just how much alignment there is between our vision as the government for the future of the sector, but also the vision of the private sector companies as well. There's a lot of alignment on strategic level. We work very closely together on achieving the same targets that have been taken both by the leadership, but also within the sector itself. So this is a time for partnership, not just between the government and private sector, but also within the private sector itself. It would give me immense pleasure to see over the next year, and hopefully years after, to see different projects that are spearheaded by different companies that theoretically could be better just. But putting these differences aside, we have so many visions for this sector to be pioneering on a global level. What kind of products can we work on together in this sector that could create a ripple across the globe? What can our farmers bring to the table? What kind of new cutting-edge technologies can we introduce by working together with a private sector company? I think this is what my wish is for 2026 and onwards, and I have immense hope that this can be realized through the F&B Association, which has been working in a very fulsome manner, and also through the UAE Food Cluster, that we continue to support this administrative funding for them. So with that, I will wrap up my very short speech, and I wish you luck. I wish you a very productive rest of the day, and I would like to differ about that. Like, it's the perfect weather to be here today with us, you, and inshallah we'll wrap it up and be able to enjoy the rest of the day outdoors, I hope. Thank you so much.